Sure, ma'am. Rafi, we can start with the live.
Are we?
Ma'am, you're live.
Are we live?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So, good morning, everyone. Today, here, Reshu Agrawal with you one more time. After so long, we are doing this webinar. And this series is actually supported and designed by Bright Champs and Brain World. Today, I am your moderator, and we are having a very interesting topic today. That is 21st century skill building, learner-centric approach. And today, we are having amazing panelists with us. Bhavana Narsingoju ma'am from Symbiosis Junior College, Kiran ma'am from Suryadatta College, Tupe Vitthal Kisan sir from Delhi World Public School, and Dr. Vaishali Chavan Empros International. Thank you all panelists to join us today and giving your precious Saturday with us. And this is the best part, that we are the first batch here today where we are starting this session, and we are completing this session in 45 minutes. So I am making sure that I am asking you maximum questions and discussion in between. So I am going to start with Vitthal sir. Sir, I have a question for you. As new national education policy, we all knows about it, and it started in 2020. And yes, one more thing, today is 29 July, National Education Policy Foundation's Day. So that is the reason why we planned this session. So I want to know that new NEP strives to shift the focus from remote memorization towards a holistic development, a skill-based learning approach. What transformative changes do you envision with the emphasis on 21st century skills? What is your perspective or idea for your school? How are you all doing this? So, over to you.
Yeah. Thank you very much, ma'am, for creating the platform available for us and giving us opportunity to be a part of this. Yeah, for sure. Today, since as you mentioned, today is a foundation day of NEP 2020. It's a third year we have started implementation of NEP, and NEP has given emphasis over the 21st century skills. So first of all, we need to understand what are those 21st century skills. 21st century skills are broadly divided into three different categories. First is the learning skill, then the literacy skill, and then life skills. So when we say the learning skills, so learning skills, it includes 4 C's. Those 4 C's matters a lot in the students' development. And when we focus on a learner-centric education, that time these learning skills are important. So it includes the collaboration, it includes communication, it includes the creativity, and even critical thinking. So when and how means how can we implement it in our classroom? So that is the main idea. So collaboration, communication, this can be developed with the help of, we can have a playway methods in the school, we can have a group discussion, we can have different activities, so that students will be, means the whole education will be learner centric, not the teacher centric. Previously, when we are thinking about the shifting from rote memorization, so it was a teacher centric education system. Now we are switching from teacher centric to learner centric. So when we speaks about learner centric, so peer engagement activities matters a lot in the child's education nowadays. See, I would like to give one example. Recently I had been to Pune, and then in one of the area, it was a crowded area, I have observed that few of the students were there, and it looks like they were not from any English medium school, they were not from any well grown family background, but then still they were pursuing the skills that whatever they were having, they used to sell it. So the quality what they were having, it was the convincing quality, the what qualities they require to sell the product. So these things, these qualities are not taught in a regular school system, in the school or inside the four walls. So that is what we need to inculcate That is what we need to include, and this is what informed by the 21st century skills, that NEP tells us the same thing, that we don't want to focus on rote memorization, better include or inculcate these 21st century skills so that students will be future ready. Yes, ma'am.
Thank you so much, sir. And actually, this is really insightful thing that, yes, this is what very important today's era, that everything not be only the yearly time, the ratification kind of thing, the memory, you have to learn everything. This is the year
Yes.
where we have to showcase our skills. Very important. Ma'am,
Right.
Bhavana Narsingoju, ma'am, I would like to ask you the same question. Why? Because your college is actually the skill-based university itself. So I really want your inputs in that how your college is taking all the initiative. And I believe that before 2020, already you started all this, because your university started so long before. So how you were taking all these things, and when national education policy comes and started, how you taking all these things, and what changes you had? Over to you,
Thank
ma'am.
you so much. Let me congratulate Bright Champ and Brain World for organizing such series of episodes where we are again revamping, again we are discussing, again we are decoding NEP, and we are now at the stage where we are discussing the progress in last 2-3 years of national education policy implementation, and each and every school is taking efforts to implement national education policy at their levels. So as you rightly mentioned, that Symbiosis Skills and Professional University established in the year 2017, and the national education policy implementation is in 2020. But let me align the goals of Symbiosis Skills and Professional University, Symbiosis Open Education Society, and the implementation of national education policy. The main goal of national education policy is to prepare students for the global market. It's to prepare students to face global challenges. And when we are discussing about skills implementations, and when we are discussing about 21st century skills, at that time, as rightly Tupe sir mentioned, about 4 C's, the most important thing is collaboration. And I believe with this collaboration and the name Symbiosis itself, we are collaborating for so many things and implementing skill education. And I would say that we are pioneers in the implementation of skill-based educations. If we say now critical thinking and problem-solving capabilities that need to get involved and given more scope for the implementation of activities at the schools. So being junior college principal and having the association with Symbiosis Skills and Professional University, we do implement so many activities, and we always believe that if we are learner centric, then only we are going to achieve the goals that we have planned for the implementation of our education system. Now, when we say learner centric, definitely this road system is going to have the backseat. Implementation of technology, critical thinking, problem solving, design thinking, with the implementation of technology, AI, robotics, ML, all these VR and all these technologies are coming up, and we are implementing it at our campus. When we say skill-based education, we do take care that it is more for students, because each and every student is unique. So we need to analyze these skills, and the national education policy is clearly emphasizing on the importance that each and every student should get when they are having the learning environment in the campus. So we at Symbiosis Junior College and Symbiosis Skills and Professional University, we do take care that each and every student of our campus get equal importance. We do get them equal platform, let it be in terms of cultural, let it be in terms of anything into literature, let it be in anything into preparing them for global market, making them industry ready. So all these things we are taking care at our campus, and I hope this is what the main aim of national education policy. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for the beautiful insight. Actually, this is something very important. The word collaboration, it's now everything. You can't do the competition all the time. You need to collaborate, and you have to grow all together. Ma'am, this Kiran Rao, ma'am, principal of Suryadatta Junior College. This is a question for you. As we all know about it, that overhauling the education system and transforming it towards a learner-centric approach is a mighty vision. We already discussed with 2 principles. At a policy level, A few provisions like vocational learning, flexible learning, path learning, holistic assessment have been envisioned to the action, the new learner-centric approach. So for keeping this all in mind, I have a question for you. How can we implement this is all in our day-to-day classroom? Because we already having our CBSE, ICSE, IB and the state board syllabus already. And this is something for any principal or a teacher, this is something else. It's an extra thing we have to make sure that we have to put in the classroom. So as per you, from the last 2 years, it's already in the process. What are some learner-centric approaches teachers can implement in the school and how you already doing, or what is your idea or a suggestion to the other principals and the schools to take it into the day-to-day classrooms? How you take it? Over to you, ma'am.
Yeah. A very good morning. Hearty congratulations to Bright Champs and Brain World, and to our entire country for the NEP, the new National Education Policy. Today we are celebrating it. And being into education for the past 28 years, I have seen a different change in education from the day when I was a student to now what it is. Yeah, no doubt 19th century was a time when we had rote learning. Even when we were students, we used to have entire rote learning. Rote learning had its advantages. It did make us more strong. Today also we are thorough with our tables or the shlokas or the dohas. That is one side of it. But the main purpose why the rote learning came in those days was, it was to create normal class people, as we all know. But now we are in a stage where India is giving its citizens for the global level, for a global platform. So we cannot have the rote learning only going on there, but we need to put our thinking caps on. First, we as the educators, we are the ones who are providing. I never call myself into the teaching or information provider is what we are, giving them, the students, the platform to open up. So my basic way of working on this is we give a platform to the students with a simple 3-word letter, and that is ask, A-S-K. Till we do not ask questions, students are in their own shell. Oh my God, what will she think? What will my teacher think? I only believe as a facilitator that till we give them the freedom to ask questions, everybody is not aware about everything, right? So when we give them the freedom to ask questions, they come up with questions, they come up with their doubts. And that is what one question in a class of 50 students. So like that, we have 50 questions approximately coming up. So 50 thinking caps are put on and we start working on that. I agree all the 4 C's are important, which is creativity, collaboration, critical thinking, and of all these, most important, what I feel is communication. Communication is not only talking, in which language we talk, but it is communicating our ideas. It can be a written communication, an oral communication, it can be in any language. Rather, NEP always promotes teaching, communicating in the mother tongue. Because we are born with it. That's what we hear the first language at home. It's not English that I learned. It's my mother tongue which I learned. So language is a second thing. We should not put it as a barrier. I know we believe in different mediums to make things easy. But communication has to be the second most important thing. You ask a question, you communicate. And when, even as a provider of information, when we are in a class, we have a question, we always should be open to it as teachers, as faculty members. We should say that, okay, fine, I'm aware of this, I'll give this information, but if I'm not, tomorrow I'll get back to you with it. And we leave it open for the students also to discuss and debate on it. So my first thing I would say, with the NEP in it, with the 5+3+3+4 platform which has been given, which is amazing. Pre-primary is allowed to grow to a more time. Children are not completing their childhood or the school days with senior KG. First standard, second standard is also playway method. And the 9th and 10th feel that, yes, we are in the secondary level. They feel big. And when you make somebody feel big, Reshu ma'am, you made us all feel so big as principals. That gave us the boost. Similarly, if I make my 9th and 10th students feel that, yes, you are in the secondary section, they feel big. They feel they are responsible school students, or citizens. This is the second or the third thing what I would say. As about Suryadatta, what we do, we have multidisciplinary activities or institutes going on. We have from pre-primary till a research center out Suryadatta. It's not that junior college is constrained only to junior college, but we have interaction with the senior college, with the PG, MBA, PGDM students and faculty members. Similarly, my students from junior college, they go to school level, they interact. So this multidisciplinary thing is giving us an opening or a horizon to think beyond the textbooks, think beyond the curriculum. And the good part, what the many subjects a child can learn. A student from science is taking psychology today. A student from arts is taking a science subject. Why? It's not necessary only after that particular subject I cannot learn, is another thing which I would say. So at Suryadatta, we believe in multidisciplinary. Point one, we expose the students beyond classrooms to things like field trips. We have got lots of guest lectures conducted, and through these guest lectures, we listen to eminent people in their field. So students get a taste of everything. The platter is open. They can really get lot of insight into the open world. What is there? Today, a doctor comes and speaks. The next day, a psychologist. The next day, a lawyer. The fourth day, somebody from the IT department, digital. So students know what is it. And over and above, our major support and thanks to our chairman, Dr. Sanjay B. Chordia, sir, he is our guiding force. Reshu ma'am, you have also met him, you have interacted with him. He is the one who is always ready to give us ideas how we can go about it. We have discussions with him for long hours, and this helps us to give better to the students and in further to the society. And as citizens of India, we are doing a good job to create good students, good human beings for the global market.
True. Thank you so much, ma'am. I really appreciate. And yes, Sanjay sir, Chorodia sir, I personally knows him very well. So I know his vision, and my son is in your school. So definitely I know so well. So coming to Dr. Vaishali Chavan, ma'am, thank you, ma'am, for the coming and giving a precious time. I have a question that at an individual level, what actions your school is taking to encourage learner-centric learning? What is your approach for your own school from the last 2 years? Because we started in 2020, 21, 22, and 23 now. So what's your approach for your own school as a learner-centric learner?
Yeah, good morning, everyone. First of all, I would congratulate Bright Champs and the team, as well as I'm very agreeing with everybody's points, Vitthal sir, Bhavana ma'am, even Kiran ma'am. They have put a right focus on all the points where learner-centered and 21st century skill categories comes in. So I'm totally agree with their views. And of course, today as NEP is completing its 3 years and we are celebrating its 3 years. So it is really a proud thing for me as being a school leader, as we are a growing school right now, Empros International School. It is situated at Chinchwad. We are growing school. Just now we have started with 11th standard. But yes, these all many skills and these NEP policy, which has been come with a very bright and a beautiful change for everyone in education system. After a long years, it has a great change. And now, yes, as you said to me, for these 3 21st century skills, of course, these 3 skills are at most important: learning skills, literacy skills, and life skills. But I would be more focusing on life skills nowadays. As far as the school is concerned, and 1st to 10th, if I will take into consideration, definitely life skills, if they will grow with their life skills, it will be a great development for all these students, as I feel. And NEP has been provided a right exposure to each and everyone, so for these life skills, because life skills and even skill-based education is been introduced for all these students. Even 11th standard, they have been introduced. They have given the choice of 36 subjects additionally to the students. And even 1st to 10th, more 24 skill-based subjects has been given as an addition. So wherein they will learn for beauty and wellness, for means rather than their rote learning and their regular studies, they have to involve themselves in all such kind of life skills. So even skill-based education is been given a focus. So it is really the proud moment for each and everyone, and even a good exposure for all these students. They will enroll themselves for these all many skill and they can develop themselves. And of course this NEP is provided the skill, means they just want to focus on the skill based education where they can even, means though it is not so clear from NEP, but yes, from 5th standard onwards or 8th standard onwards, they can focus entirely on their whatever the skill they want to develop. Like if they are more interested in any particular skills, so they can go for that. So that is the best thing I think so for the all forthcoming these batches and for these students. And of course for schools, we are trying our level best to give them much more exposure for all these things. So by arranging debates or such kind of exhibitions, art kind of driving activities, even visual thinking activities, all these kind of activities can be provided to the students, which can give them more focus and new visions for the learning, where the rote learning, we can say, becomes more attractive and becomes more easy for the student to get the learning skills. So that is what I think we are going to implement all such kind of things in our schools. So our school children will be getting more focus, and definitely they will go with that vision in the junior colleges and everywhere. So they will develop themselves in that way. Thank you.
That's super great. Super great. Thank you. Thank you so much, ma'am. So now as we have time limit and we have 10 to 15 minutes, we can think of like maximum 15 minutes. So I will ask you two questions. One question for 2 minutes each. I think to hamara 4 panelists are there, so we can easily finish it on time. So my first question is this, that what are some challenges that school may face towards achieving these goals, what we are discussing from the 30 minutes right now, that yes, this is the communication, collaboration, critical thinking, creativity, and so many other things are there also, we discussed already. So how you principal feel that yes, it maybe there will be some possibility of facing some types of issues or some kind of challenges we have. So Tupe sir, I want your answer. Is this possibility, or how, if is there, so how your school is facing all these things and solving all these problems? Over to you, sir.
Yes, thank you very much, ma'am. We at Delhi World Public School, first of all, I would like to inform all the panelists also and to you and all the viewers that Delhi World Public School, it is at a semi-urban area. It's not a complete rural area and urban area, city area also. So when we say the semi-urban area, definitely we have different mixture of the students from different background. Okay, so in such cases, we do face the challenges. See, challenges of rural schools which are running in rural area are different. Schools which are at city areas, those are different. And even the schools like ours, which are at semi-urban area, which is not fully developed and not even completely rural. So since we have mixture of students, so we have difficulties from the parents, means parents, handling of the parents, making the parents aware about what exactly NEP says and what are the requirements of 21st century students. Now, when we say 21st, because we are creating the students for future ready, right? So, and when there is a mixture of students, so then we face these challenges, because some students get the support from their family, some students won't get the support from their family. So teacher's role is again, it's a key role, important role, because teacher has to manage, cope up with the situation, what he or she has in front of them, and then take the things ahead. At the same time, syllabus is another constraint. Syllabus is another constraint, because yeah. So when we focus on going ahead with 21st century skill, we need to satisfy the parents, we need to satisfy the management also, and at the same time we need to complete focus on the syllabus so that we can give the exact output or the word result oriented things. So these are the another constraint. Yes. And then to make sure that we will achieve the goals. So teachers should be equipped, means teachers training are again important part. So we need to train the teachers, no doubt that CBSE is coming up with online sessions, paid sessions, even mm, other professionals are there who are providing the trainings. Even we ourselves, we are giving the trainings to our teachers, but then still the things are still pending because all the teachers are also not from the same background, because this location of the school is matters a lot in this case. Then second, another important part is facilities. When the process, now we are communicating with each other, when Bhavana ma'am, Kiran ma'am and Vaishali ma'am, they were telling about their own school and even university and colleges. So the things are totally different. When I speak about my school, we at Delhi World Public School, we do provide the facilities, all the resources. But then when I see about the schools in my vicinity, so they have these challenges that they won't be able to provide the required facilities. Required means they are not totally equipped so that they can take the students ahead. So these are the challenges which we may face. So we need to think about the parents, then the syllabus, and even the resources what we have. Yes, ma'am. Please.
Thank you so much, sir. I really appreciate your hard work. I can see while you saying it, the face, you're glowing. You says this is a challenge and we faced it in that way and we solved this. Amazing, amazing. Hats off. So coming to Bhavana ma'am, as your college is the skill based, and the second thing, I personally know that where it is, the area. So what type of challenges you had and how you solved all these things?
See, I personally believe that challenges are the one which opens door for opportunities, and
Yeah.
we need to focus more on opportunities that we are getting instead of challenges. True, agree with Tupe sir and agree with all other panel members too that we do have some or other challenges. But we being as Kiran ma'am told us that we are the information givers and we are the facilitators and all. So with that, what I feel is what I mentioned about collaboration. If we have challenges, then let's come on such platforms where we can discuss and take out the solutions. Come on such platforms where we can have collaborations, where we can associate it with, like, just we are skill-based university, we are junior college who are preparing students for skill education, and we are making students ready for the market. With the aim of Dr. S.B. Muzumdar sir, founder of Symbiosis, Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, and the mission that Dr. Swati Muzumdar always have for skill development, preparing students for industry, having association of academics and industry together. So all these things, when coming to your campus, gives you opportunities to open doors. Yes, the campus is somewhat remote, somewhat 15 kilometers away from the area of central Pune. But I feel that these are opportunities for me. And whatever the resources we are having, if we are utilizing those resources, giving platforms to your own parents, to your own students, taking example that if you have Saturday as bagless day, if you have subject enrichment activities, so inviting parents, let it be farmers, calling them to the campus and asking them to give presentations. Inviting your parents from different professions, maybe engineering, maybe doctors, and calling them as your faculty members and as means experts. They will be coming with very happy gratitude also that yes, we are coming to the campus and the doors are open from the schools and institutes where we have opportunities to share our challenges, and their kids also will understand that yes, our parents are taking so much efforts and this will be contributing to the life skills that we are going ahead with national education policy implementation. See, I feel that there are various opportunities as per the circular of 2nd January, which is given by CBSE for implementing and having the integration of skill-based education. As Dr. Vaishali has already mentioned about 33 skills, 22 skills from grade 6 to 12, having vocationalization of educations and all. So this is what we are doing from last 2017, preparing students for life, industry, and it is via skill-based education, where 70% focus is on skill and 30% focus is on theory. So I would like to utilize this platform where I request all the schools, institution, wherever you feel challenges, please do contact us. We are there to help you out via skill-based education. Because the campus is itself ready to cater all the requirements.
Yes.
And the skill-based education labs, which we are having set up at QA campus. So these are the labs which will be giving this. You can plan your field tours, you can plan your activities, 1 day, 2 day workshops at the campus, where we are really having these activities in terms of skill builders workshop series, in terms of symbiosis. So we are ready to overcome these challenges with the opportunities we are getting. And I feel this is the only way where we all can collaborate and can align the 4 C's of national education policy in the learner-centric approach. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. And I really say that now to you, you have to make sure that your mobile phone is silent or something, because this session is actually live on so many platforms. My social handle accounts all, and the Bright Chums also. So you are going to be viral today, and many people are going to call you. Ma'am, aapne na aise se bola tha, I'm going to call you for that. So
I'm ready to welcome everyone. Thank you.
Thank you. So coming to Kiran Rao, ma'am, the same question I'm having to you, that what are some challenges that your school may face, and how it happened or not, and how you solved all these things? Over to you, ma'am.
Yeah, thank you, Reshu ma'am, for the question. My ideas and views are aligned with Tupe sir and Bhavana ma'am. Yet to hear Vaishali ma'am on this point. No doubt, national education policy has come up with fantastic ideas of making the students to put on their thinking caps, as I call critical thinking, collaboration. We need to collaborate with each other than competition, as you have said. But our education system, what we are following right now, is a pretty old one. As Tupe sir has said, the curriculum which has been set by the various boards, be it CBSE, ICSE or HSC board, that needs to be actually revamped first. I understand the pressure we are having. By the time the admissions are going on, further to that, the classes begin, the portion has to be completed, the unit exams have to be done, etc., etc. We all are aware of our schedule. All these things keeping in mind. Where the challenge which I face is convincing or changing the mindset of the parents. Parents send their children to junior college, which I handle basically as a bridge between standard 10 or their board and their future career, right? That is the basic thing. They say that, okay, go only for the competitive exams or that preparation. And the little time we get with them is when we get a chance to give them the opportunity to work on their other skills. And believe me, we are doing it. Every Saturday in Suryadatta, we have an exclusive session only for activities. It's activities, and only activities. It can be a field trip. As I said, it can be a guest speaker or just a chit chat or a debate session among students. All right. So that is the first thing what we have started. 5 days, yes, curriculum has to go. Students have to appear for those competitive exams, which are necessary. There's only one first in the whole number line. And students will compete for that first rank or those so-called admissions. And we have to be prepared and accept those things. But changing the mindset of the parents is important. And at Suryadatta, though it's a challenge, we have been able to successfully bridge this gap we are having. Secondly, as Tupe sir has rightly said, the teachers need to be brought to the level. So more of sessions is what we keep on planning. And we have already started regarding NEP, which has been, a revolution in the education system for the Indian education system. So teachers need to be, told, trained, briefed how a particular chapter can be taught in an NEP method. Like a simple, I'm an English teacher, a simple lesson instead of just teacher teaching, if it can be left for a debate, if it can be left for a role play, if it can be left for a dialogue session, Many things are covered in this. So how the lesson or the curriculum is handled through NEP, the syllabus is handled, is what the teachers need to be actually told. And again, at Suryadatta, we have got experts who are guiding in all these things. That is one. And another most important thing is getting the attention of students away from, we say mobiles or digital world is not good, but how they utilize it positively, that has to be brought to them. Without internet today, without this laptop or mobile, I'm sure we five cannot communicate. But how beautifully we are using it today is more important. That is what we would like to project to our students. The use of digital world, the use of technology should be used positively. And that has to be done with a pat on the back with the students, not in a harsh way again, is one. And way back, we had something called CCE, Continuous Comprehensive Evaluation. Continuous Comprehensive Evaluation is in alignment with the NEP. And believe me, it has been 34 years after, the policy has been changed, almost, major change. So in 3 years, it is really not possible to bring a big change, but drops of water add to the ocean. So what I believe in is customize it and go ahead. Today, we are able to cater to 15 students. Tomorrow, our target or plan should be 30 people, students. And like that, we take the students and the colleges ahead. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much. And yes, I can definitely go with your words that every Saturday your college is having so many activities. I am one of the person who can say, yes, this is what is happening. Yes, I have the proofs for that.
You are a witness to it.
Yes, I'm a witness. And yes, for Bhavana ma'am also, I must say the same thing. I know what the college is doing because number of times she invited me for so many sessions. Ye wala session, and I have to visit it. So both of you, whatever you are sharing, completely, I agree with you. That I personally saw the level, your hard work of your college, and definitely your directors and being a principal, you both are doing amazing. And definitely, when I heard the Tupe sir also, I must say that this is something very hard thing you are doing, because I was the principal of the semi-urban area for 5 years. So whenever you were saying all these things, I personally felt that yes, this is what I did also for 5 years in my school. So I completely correlate with you also. And now coming to Dr. Vaishali Chavan ma'am, as the same question I'm having to you, as you already shared so many things about your school, but I really want to know that ever you had faced some kind of problem implementation in your school when it comes to communication, collaboration, critical thinking, or the other activities in your school? Had you faced any type of challenges, and how you solved all these things? Over to you, ma'am.
Yeah, thank you so much, ma'am. And I really agree with Tupe sir as well as Kiran ma'am, as whatever they said, it's really means challenges are there, of course, to implement this NEP. No doubt about it. And obviously, although the area, Chinchwad area is developed, underdeveloped area, but not so developed, because the mentality and the parents' attitude we cannot change. So still everybody wants to follow the same traditional methods, whatever for the teaching and learning. So they are not ready to accept, even our teachers. They are not easily accepting this thing that we have to go with the new methods. So that is the first challenge. We have to change the mindset of our teachers first, our management first, that now the things are going to be changed. Means now this entirely focus should be given on learner-centric. So students are the base. They are the main, what we can say, the core role in the main role in the learning process. So teachers are only the facilitators as well as the guide for them. And obviously they are providing that. They are developing, no doubt, through this teachers training, online, offline, all they are getting more and more knowledge about these NEP policies and for the implementation of all these. But yes, really the challenges are still there, because we need time. As Bhavana, Kiran ma'am also said, that yes, we require the time for that to change the mentality, as well as, completely transformation will not be happen within 1 year, 2 year or this. Yes, it requires time, but definitely these new whatever the changes are there, that is to be welcomed, and we are just growing ourselves. And I just want to announce one means this thing also. I'm happy to share with you all that we are also working on a Saturdays for to develop all such kind of things. So mostly the role play and all such kind of activities to be kept only on Saturdays. All my teachers are working on Saturdays, and Empros is just developing for that. How we can bring that change in the student for to take interest in and develop their communication skills, collaborative skills, and all such kind of skills. So now I think so all schools have already started with this new changes, and they are already focusing and planning their own strategies for these things. So I hope this is the main challenge. When we will change the mentality, we slowly, means through seminars, through meetings, parents orientation, we can just bring that change, no doubt about it. But yes, we require a little time to make that change to happen. So within forthcoming years, 1 or 2 years, it is quite possible that we will bring that change. And yes, actually we can say the NEP will be applicable at that time, and it will be implemented completely at that time. So certain challenges that we are facing is the same only.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much. The beautiful insight. And yes, again, this is something, wow, great, that every principal here sitting is working on Saturdays. And thank you so much that working on Saturdays and still you are here with me having this session. I'm really grateful to each and every principal here. One beautiful thing I would like to share before ending the session, that you all people who knows me before so many years, like they know that I always make sure that I am the only one who is doing the conferences and all. But this time I am having Bright Champs with me. So again, you can say that this is a part of collaboration. I started because Bright Champs is having something what I don't have. See, I am more into conferences and the trainings part, but Bright Champs is having something very beautiful thing, which is actually the important thing. And it's a need of right now, we can say in this century or in this coming years, that they are having the entrepreneurship sessions. They have their courses. They launch their own courses and beautiful, amazing courses. I personally check each and everything. And when they come to me, I said, yeah, this is something very good. Why don't we plan something kind of this? And I really would like to say thanks to Nilesh also, who was continuously connecting with me for all these things and having all the efforts. And yes, I think usne aapke saath bhi sabke saath connect kiya hai.
Yes.
He's an amazing person and he's having so much effort making sure that our session will be in a beautiful series. And yes, they are having not only the entrepreneurship session, they have creative thinking courses they are planning to launch. They have digital literacy, which is very important. Kiran ma'am, you already said that this is something very important. Yes, this is really very important, that our student must aware that as a digital, what is important for you and what is not, where to go and where not to go, what door you have to open and what door you no need to open it, make them shut. So these things, these Bright Champs is taking more efforts into digital literacy, entrepreneurship, robotics, STEM education. And the word robotics and STEM education, now I'm more aware about it, that this is nothing related to the coding part and all, but this is something more. And ChatGPT is one of the example of that thing.
Yes.
So it's something very different thing. So why don't our student can introduce something or invent something like this in digital world, or in, we can say the this is IT world. So this is what Bright Champs is doing, and that was only the reason that I collaborated with these people, that okay, let's do something together, because these things I am not doing, but this is very important for the principals or for any school to be a part of it. And definitely I always make sure whatever I'm putting in front of the principal will be beneficial for your school. So that is the reason today we are having these sessions with Bright Champs. So thank you all. We had one more question, but actually you already gave the answer of that question beautifully. So I don't think that there is any need of this question. The question was that how you can implement the communication, collaboration, critical thinking, and creativity in your school. But while sharing all your thoughts, you already shared all these things. So I think we have to take a pause here because we have a series, and I'm happy to share that I think I'm on time to ending the session beautifully with all the question and answer completed and having a amazing discussion and definitely a knowledge sharing part, we can say. So all 4 principals are here. Thank you so much. And yes, I believe that after this session live on all the social platforms, you all will be viral for this and you will get more calls for so many things. So you have to be ready for that. Thank you so much. Thank you, Bright Champs team and the backend team for helping all this session, because I am the one who is only the moderator right now. I don't know what is having behind the scene kind of thing. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, dear. For hosting the session. Thank you all principals. Thank you, Bhavana ma'am, Vaishali ma'am, Kiran ma'am, and Tupe sir. Thank you most. Thank you so much. And we are completing our first session for today, and we are coming to the next session. Thank you so much. Take care. Bye-bye.
All the best for the next session. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you
so
much.
much.
Everyone.
Here you can
And I'm ready to welcome you all.
Insights.
Please do connect.
Thank you.
Thank
Yes, welcome. Thank you so much. Yeah.
Definitely. Thank you for the new insights. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much.